Close your eyes. Come on, do it. Now I want you to think about where you were when you heard this sound. Wow, gets the eardrums excited even to this day. And I'm sure many of us can pinpoint the exact moment when we first heard those iconic few seconds. But, and it's a big but, I do have to acknowledge that there will be many people who are already familiar with the band well before 1991. For the rest of us, this was the seismic shift, which not only turned popular music on its head, but also brought words like grunge and alternate rock to our lexicon of musical terminology. The Seattle sound swept the planet in a way not seen since the Beatles led the invasion of British music back in the 1960s. Nirvana combined themes of objection, alienation, and changed the image of rock stars in popular culture, opening the door for more diverse indie artists to flourish in a world of bland pop. There was Kurt Cobain, the cool kid, whose lyrics about the human condition, mental health, and addiction struck a chord with audiences worldwide. Dave Grohl's drumming took Nirvana's sound to a new level of intensity. And he would of course continue to produce excellent music with the Foo Fighters. And last but not least, we have bass player Chris Novoselic, who co-wrote Teen Spirit, and someone in a select group of people, which includes the likes of Michael Collins, Michelle Williams, DJ Spinderella, and those other guys from Jamiroquai, as people featured in very difficult trivia questions. On September the 13th, 1991, the band played a record release show in Seattle to promote their new album, Nevermind. And apart from the iconic cover for the album, the other image which has endured and is associated with the band is the instantly recognisable smiley face. The poster advertising the release show boasted the name Nirvana in onyx typeface, with the squiggly face logo, X's for eyes, and a happy tongue sticking out. This image would eventually appear on t-shirts, stickers, buttons, and other merchandise, and would have earned the band $1 bajillion, if a bajillion actually existed. The smiley face has continued to be a staple of the fashion industry ever since. On the back of these shirts was the slogan, flower sniffing, kiddie petting, baby kissing, corporate rock whores, which spelled backwards is probably a town in Wales. While the smiley face has been a popular and iconic design for over 30 years, it has also been the subject of much legal action. In 2018, fashion company Marc Jacobs' Redux Grunge collection allegedly used the smiley face imagery without permission, an accusation the brand refuted. The designer of the collection said that he was inspired by the look his friends were wearing in downtown Manhattan at the time, which by the look of this totally recreated photo probably wasn't the most convincing argument. The surviving members of the band, along with Cobain's widow Courtney Love, claimed that Kurt had created the design himself, but Marc Jacobs clapped back, arguing that Nirvana lacked enforceable rights on the logo. In 2020, yet another designer, Robert Fisher, joined the case. Fisher stated that as art director for Geffen Records, he started playing around with variations of the smiley face, which he used to draw in his final years at Otis College, when acid culture was at its peak. Fast forward to 2024, and according to Reuters, it appears that all parties have accepted a mediator's proposal to resolve their dispute, but no agreement was reached on whether Cobain or Fisher had initially created the design. The collection of Nirvana watches comes from Nixon, a watch, accessories and audio brand which was founded in 1997 by Californians Andy and Chad. The company was sold to Billabong in 2006, but became an independent brand once again in 2012. Nixon sells both digital and analog wristwatches, with movements from Japan and Switzerland. But it is their collaboration timepieces which get a lot of us watch enthusiasts excited. Nixon have had a number of great collaborations, including partnerships with the Rolling Stones, Tupac, the Grateful Dead, and the Beastie Boys. Their partnership with Metallica gave us the much sought after Metallica Sanatorium wristwatch. If you can find one of these bad boys, and nothing else matters, it will set you back around $7,000. Nixon's latest collaboration, featuring Nirvana, has already had a couple of pieces sold out, becoming instantly sought after by collectors. The black Sentry Wobble sold out almost immediately, due to the fact there was only 250 pieces, with the yellow Sentry Wobble following suit not long afterwards. I happened to receive an email just after midnight while I was in the UK, and it was really love at first sight for me, and upon purchase the watch arrived at my home in Australia just 48 hours later, which was super impressive by Nixon, so respect due on that achievement. Should you see one of these pop up at a genuine reseller's site, you may want to consider grabbing it, as I reached out to Nixon to see if they would be making any more of them. They got back to me, confirming the sad news that there will not be another batch of the Wobblies being released, or any other watches in the collection for that matter. So if you want either the Nirvana Sentry Leather and Nirvana Time Teller for $225 and $175 respectively, you had better get one before they're gonski. Okay, let's open the packaging. Fairly standard box. What's up? Oh, there's the smiley face. There's the icon we've been talking about, Nixon Nirvana. You get a Nixon card who says, "We hope you're stoked." The Nirvana Sentry Wobble. Turn it right way up. Okay, here we go. And there's the same flower sniffing, kitty petting, baby kissing corporate rock halls. I'm saying that when you've had a few drinks. There's the band members and limited edition. And there it is, beautiful. Stunning watch actually. Just love that shape, that asymmetrical. And what's in here? Quick look. Okay. If you want to extend your strap, you can do that, and the pins, and Nixon on that as well. Alright, put that away for later. So this is a nice little packaging here, great photo of the boys, and a QR code that you can get some more information on the watch. Okay, let's take it out of the packet. And it's not brush stained steel, which is interesting. I actually quite like it, it's quite dark. That face is superb. I just love that asymmetrical shape, I really do. And on the back it says Nixon Nirvana, and it's a sort of a grungy look. It's rough, I like it. It's not polished in any way. It's a very hardy watch. Squeeze it over my wrist. Cut off my circulation here. There we go. Oh, I love this. I think this and the Casio Manga are probably my favourite two watches. I love it, absolutely love it. And there's the design, the two X's, smiley face, tongue sticking out. And of course you can get a t-shirt to go with this if you wanted, bags, cups, that logo is now world famous, I would say. You've got Nirvana on the strap there, which I think is a lovely touch, and Nixon just below that. And this is the packaging you get with it. All up, this is one smart watch, and should you be able to get hold of one, absolutely grab it. Love it, absolutely love it. Well, that's it.
Would you like to know more?
Here are 5 interesting facts you might not know about Nirvana. Number 1. Kurt Cobain briefly worked as a janitor to finance the band's first demo. The dancing janitor in the Smell Like Teen Spirit video is actually a nod to this fact. The band went through some interesting names before deciding on Nirvana, including Skid Row, Pain Cap Chew, Bliss, and Ted Head Fred. The title for Nirvana's 1991 grunge anthem came from Kurt's friend Kathleen Hanna, who graffitied on a wall, "Kurt smells like Teen Spirit." Anna was making fun of Kurt for wearing his girlfriend's Teen Spirit deodorant, but Cobain didn't know what Teen Spirit meant and took it as a compliment. And the rest, as they say, is history. Spencer Eldon, the 4-month-old baby used on the cover of Nevermind, participated in many of the album's anniversaries, though not naked. "It's cool but weird to be part of something so important that I don't even remember," he said. But monkey see, monkey do, and Eldon eventually filed a federal lawsuit claiming that the band and Geffen Records profited from his naked image. The case has been bouncing between the courts ever since, and is still ongoing at the time of this video's production. So probably best to stay away from this stoush, pun intended. Our featured watch in this episode is from our dear friend Rocket Russell of Sydney, Australia, who also happens to own a Nixon watch. And it's the Player watch, which his wife bought him as an anniversary present. This watch was first introduced in 2002 with a 2-tone finish and diamond stone at 6 o'clock. The 3-hand Japanese Miyota quartz and clean digital design means that this is indeed quite the Player, a bit like Rocket Russell, who stated that the watch has taken a beating but keeps on ticking. Much like a lot of us these days, Rocket, just like a lot of us. Until the next time.